Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson. The kicker is Cade York. He's got this one set to get started. And off we go from East Rutherford.
Lord, how I gave my parents fits. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Daddy took me home when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun at me, got my with a tree. Blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. The cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Put this stuff in the trunk. Next time I won't get sold. White son of a gun. Pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get upset, 'cause I ain't done just yet.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Abdul Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He'll try and do this himself. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Down to about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about when they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Finds Pickens out right. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for him on 4th down.
A 34-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Cowboy defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And the Giants send out their punter now. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. That's taken on the 25. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit.
Touchdown, Cowboys! J.K. Dobbins with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead goes to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. The Giants at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now a 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
Zone read here. It's Scatterby with it. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets him to the 9-yard line. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, and said, okay, let's not let that happen. Here's we take over again.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. To throw, Darn. They'll set up the screen to Scatterby. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Cam Scatterby, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Prescott from the gun. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left and end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
A fake on the jet sweep and a give to Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go, 26.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 76 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, Mark, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 43, here's second down and 2. A pitch comes to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. But 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Here's one deep for Pickens. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
On play action, here's Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific. Because
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Savon Rebel. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So this defense, they get their first interception of the game, and since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go, but they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted it in that close, you're automatically thinking 6 points the other way, but what I like most about it is how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I would say it would probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Throwing his dart. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 63 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled in.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Cam Scatteroo with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy.
That's caught inside the 20. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. J.K. Dobbins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt, 70 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Open man, the tight end Luke Schoonmaker. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That's good for a Cowboys first First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action now. Prescott. And he is caught by Lamb. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Throwing. Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll try to pick it up himself. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. We haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in field goal range. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That one taken in by Neighbors. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. The extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And he has got it. from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And with it, they have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked up by Christian Harris. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Powering his way forward. They can't tackle him. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Second and 5. Dart going to give to Scatterbury. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To the air, Dart. And he fires one, but incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
York able to send this one through. But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of. Record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Here's Prescott. Completes this one to Pickens.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, With his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
First down, here's Scatterby. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing, dart. Pass it to Hyatt on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's got some space here. Down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. He's such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
He finds Pickens over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, first and 10 at the 39-yard line. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. That'll give him 8 that time. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way gun. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that gets them back within 10. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Scatteroo to start the drive. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Scatteroo. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Second and 1.
19, Tiger, 19, Packers.
An inside run with Scatteroo. And he'll get it out to midfield. It's a spot right in midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Give up the middle, Scatteroo. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw his dart. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him all complete. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Mason Taylor, 41 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Dobbins Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Looking middle, and that's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target, incomplete. So now fourth and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the field. And now off to the races, down the right side. He's to the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Cam Scatteroo, 93 yards. And the Giants add 6 to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 24. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Prescott. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. They'll throw again. Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. Prescott to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Prescott now. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first down, it's Blue. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity if it breaks down.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run here with Scalaboo. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 172 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Off the play fake, it's Dart. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marquise Bell. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. They'll run from the gun with Scalaboo. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Scalaboo. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
A 31-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now Prescott. Here's one deep for Pickens. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss